So we chose to read a mystery novel, and we chose The Woods by Harlan Coben. And just to give you a little background on the author, Harlan Coben is from New Jersey, and he has written a lot of best-selling mystery novels in the past. So this story begins with the main character, Paul Copeland, as a first-person narrator, and the book begins with him flashing back to his father when he was 18, always digging in the woods, and we find out that his sister was supposedly murdered in the woods of their summer camp along with three other people when they were younger, though her body and a boy named Gil Perez were never found. And so then the book fast forwards to his present day. His father has just recently passed away, and his mother left after his sister Camille went missing. And he's now a widowed father living in New Jersey and working as a county prosecutor. So he's brought in for questioning about a body that they found recently murdered because the body was holding pictures of him, of Paul, and newspaper articles about the murders at the summer camp. And so they were wondering if he knew anything about who it was. And when he sees the body, he recognizes a scar on the man's arm. That was the same one that Gil Perez had at the summer camp, who was supposedly murdered earlier, but clearly wasn't because he was an adult now. And he realizes that Gil has been alive all along, so he starts to wonder if his sister could be also. So he begins to investigate on his own, while also being the prosecutor of a recent rape case.
Alternating views of the story is we go to the character Lucy Gold, who used to be Lucy Silverstein when she was a teenager. She changed her name and used to date Paul Copeland. That's how they're kind of related in the story. She's now a college professor and is teaching a course where students submit anonymous journal entries about traumatic experiences in their lives. And one journal entry is an experience of someone named P in the woods. And it describes them hearing screaming and finding someone murdered. And Lucy soon realizes that it's someone writing about something, like it was an experience that she had in her life. And she violates the privacy promise in order to seek out who wrote the journal. And she's misled by her teaching assistant, who tells her that it's one girl in the class. And we find out later that that girl didn't write it. And the first half of the book ends with Lucy calling her old boyfriend, Paul Copeland, to tell him what has happened.
So we kind of think in the next half of the book that Lucy and Paul will try to work together to figure out what really happened in the woods now that they know that Gil isn't alive and wasn't killed. And we hope to find out that his sister's been alive all the time. And in the woods, they thought that those four people were murdered by a serial killer who at the time had murdered a lot of other people at different summer camps. But we think that he didn't kill them, and we want to know who did and what happened in the woods.